To date, no other light machine gun packs more firepower into such a portable package than the M249 squad automatic weapon. In simple terms, the reason this thing is such a beast is it fires 5.56 NATO at around 720 rounds a minute from a 200 round belt. Weight is relative, especially when you're carrying it, but at 22 pounds loaded, the M249 is comparatively light by machine gun standards. During the initial stages of the SAW program in the mid-1970s, the U.S. Army wanted to chamber the squad automatic weapon in a special 6mm cartridge. However, the U.S. Infantry's M16 was chambered in 5.56, so it made sense logistically to chamber the squad automatic weapon in that cartridge also. This weapon is simplicity itself. To their credit, the Belgian designers of the M249 took an already proven operating mechanism in the Kalashnikov and flipped it upside down. Here's how it works. It has to be upside down because the belt comes in from the top. In addition, this spring-loaded roller operates the feed tray cover. One of the great things about the M249 is just how adaptable it is. You can put on a collapsible buttstock or a short barrel. We all understand that talking about a machine gun at the bench is nowhere near as impressive as seeing it in action. Let's take this thing out and light her up. The SAW uses a 200-round disintegrating link belt system. However, it has the option to swap out the belt and use a magazine. So if I'm in a situation where I put a lot of rounds downrange and I've run out of belted ammunition on my body, I have the option to lock the bolt to the rear, discard the empty box, and get an M16 magazine from one of my squad mates. Insert it into the weapon, and one of the unique features of the SAW is now I can fire from a 30-round magazine and get the job done. This M249 squad automatic weapon is set up in the most common variant used around the world today by the United States military. The original M249 buttstock was a tubular metal unit, which was later replaced by this black plastic version, adapted from the M240. It features a hydraulic buffer, which reduces felt recoil. Several other improvements to the design include a carrying handle which now folds. The original one was fixed. A heat shield on top of the barrel that prevents end users from burning their hand. And a mill standard 1913, otherwise known as a Picatinny rail. The original did not have a rail of any kind. As with other weapon systems, when guys on the ground get a weapon like this, they start making recommendations on how to improve it. But customization is typically mission specific or simply based on the soldier's personal preferences.
In the field, every 10 to 12 man squad is directed to carry at least one SAW. That means there's at least one man carrying a 249 as his personal weapon.
The M249 is a very sturdy weapon, but however, like many weapons of its type, it has a stamped sheet metal receiver, which means it can only be rebuilt so many times before it has to be replaced. The U.S. military has pushed this envelope and has thus fielded some weapons of marginal reliability.
Even with these minor issues, if you take care of it, it'll take care of you.